Most people try to get aligned by changing their schedule, but alignment doesn't happen with your calendar. It starts with your mindset. So let's talk about that. Alignment actually is not about perfection or ease, like I talked about in previous videos. It's all about your values, your energy, and your actions going into the same direction. Alignment, in its very sense of the word. And the mistake that most people make is starting with the execution instead of the mentality. That's where, dare I say, the folly in New Year's resolutions happen. Many times people are engaged maybe for the first 2 weeks of the year, going strong, and then probably that third or fourth week of January, their goals kind of start petering out. Maybe they're not going to the gym every day like they said they would, or whatever other resolution they may have had, because the mentality wasn't built in first. So let's talk about that. Mentality is where alignment begins. So let's get honest about what you want. That is the first step. Not what looks good, not what you should want, but what you want when no one is watching. Alignment requires truth, even when that truth disrupts old plans. And I say I'm a planner. I'm a girl who loves plans. I'll have a plan from A to Z. Having contingency plans, that's my jam. However, I know when I'm thinking about what I want my life to look like in 6 months, a year, 3 years even, I have some big ideas. I'll talk about that in future videos, but it can be very overwhelming, but it also disrupts, like if you were to ask the, version of me 5 years ago, totally different. So sometimes I will say, while you're sitting in a quiet place trying to figure out what that looks like for you, you may realize that some of the goals that you might currently be working towards are not truly what you want now. And that is absolutely fine. But when you have an idea of what you actually want, move to step 2, which is almost like a stress test. Separate your desire from obligation. Many times we are living misaligned lives because they're built on obligation, whether it's work, family, societal obligations. You want to make sure that you're asking yourself, do I really want this, or do I feel responsible for it? So again, step 1, figure out your truth, figure out what you really care about. And then the second question is like, okay, I did that. Let me check myself again. Do I actually really want this, or where is it stemming from? And then step 3 is redefining success for this season. Success changes over time. What worked in your 20s may not fit now, and alignment requires letting your definition of success evolve. I know when I was younger, I felt that success was getting the big bucks, having the fancy job title, doing all the things. Now, my success to me is working my 8 hours, checking out and hanging out with friends, doing what I want to do, not being so engaged with work. So just understand that, again, plans change, your version of success may change, and that is okay. As you evolve as a person, your goals and aspirations, they do change, and they really should, I think. All right, so then we move over to step 4, and it's also more so maybe like a little asterisk in this, I would say. Stop treating discomfort as a red flag. Discomfort doesn't always mean that you're in the wrong place or something is awry. Sometimes it just means you're unlearning patterns that no longer serve you. I do feel like when we stretch beyond our comfort zone, that's where we truly begin to learn about ourselves. We truly develop additional skills and just become stronger as people. So I would say, if you are feeling discomfort around this whole entire process, sit in it, journal through it, figure out why are you uncomfortable, what's making you uncomfortable, and just sit in it to see, because there might be some things that you're trying to unlearn, and this is the opportunity to do just that. All right, mentality, check. Now we can go on to part 2, the execution of it, making the alignment real. So let's start with just one aligned decision. Alignment is not a full life overhaul. It really isn't. It's just choosing one decision that feels good and feels honest, and just honoring that on a daily basis. Just like they say, when it comes to losing weight, it's a lifestyle change. It's not this fad diet or crash diet. It's not doing all the things at once. It's similar in this respect. Little habits add up to big changes. So be gentle yet firm with yourself as you move forward. Step 2, audit where your energy goes. Look at what Look at what consistently drains you. Look at what quietly restores you. And alignment shows up in energy before it shows up in results. So again, if I'm using the lifestyle change, losing weight, if you go to a nutritionist, they're probably going to ask you, hey, for the next 2 weeks, jot down all the food that you eat. Similarly, in this case, take a look at your schedule. What are you doing on a consistent basis? Go back and then reflect on that. What are the things that are absolutely draining you? Things that you absolutely hate doing? What are the things that are fulfilling you and filling your cup? Go back, look at that, and then you can adjust your lifestyle based on those things if you can. There's some things I wish I didn't have to work, but alas, we have bills, we're adults. But those things that you can change, look through and see what you can change, and other times figure out, okay, maybe there's some adjustments that you can do. All right. So then next this is a easier said than done, but practice saying no without explaining. You don't need a dramatic reason to opt out. A simple, this doesn't fit anymore is enough. I know for me, when friends might say, hey, Moni, do you want to hang out this weekend? If I had a particularly hellish week, I'm never above saying, hey, let me take a rain check. I am wiped. I just don't have it in me. I just want to rock this weekend. And send me the invite. Keep sending me the invite, because maybe next weekend I'll feel it. But you don't have to give a dramatic reason to opt out. Just be honest with yourself, honor yourself, and just practice saying no without explanation. Or if you have to explain, just be honest. People value honesty, and if they truly value you as a person, as you are, they won't be upset with that. Real talk. And then lastly, build systems that support your capacity. Don't design your life around your best days. Design it around your real ones. Alignment lives in sustainability. I love a good system. As a recovering productivity girly, it brings me so much joy. In order for me to keep up with my new habits, I need to develop routines or hacks. Nothing crazy. Like, I'm in a wellness journey right now for myself. And for example, laying out my gym clothes before bed, amazing. Filming my YouTube videos every day, it helps by having 2 to 3 topics drafted before lunchtime. So I can at least start thinking about, what do I want to talk about today? What's really resonating with me today? When it comes to eating healthy, having only healthy meals delivered and having fruits and veggies in the pantry and the refrigerator, that reduces any kind of bad snacking. That way, there are going to be inevitable days where I'd rather just stay in bed when my 6 a.m. alarm rings instead of going to that spin class. But having, again, that routine or that system where it makes it easier to choose the good decision versus the bad one just makes life so much easier by just having that system and that routine. But also, another example, when I want to snack on something sweet, I have my 72% cacao. It's not candy corn, but lifestyle changes, right? Small changes lead to big impact. So just remember, alignment isn't something you find once. This is something that you have to revisit periodically. It's something that you're practicing mentally and practically. So let me know in the comments, what's one area in your life that feels out of alignment right now? And what are you planning to do to get it on track? So if you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. My name is Moni, and I'm creating videos for those who are looking for balance, for alignment, so they can realize the life of their dreams. If you enjoy this sort of thing, please like, share, and subscribe. I make videos every day, so I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.